Good day, sir. In this video, I will be showing here uh, how to use or a sample non-parametric test using the SPSS. So in this case, I am choosing the Kroskal-Wallis tests. So before that, how to use the Kroskal-Wallis tests? Uh, this one is a it's a non-parametric alternative of analysis of variance. So if the normality assumption of analysis of variance is not satisfied, then I have to use Kroskal-Wallis as an alternative. So it compares the uh, rank, so the median of the students across the different groups. So we have, in this case, I have, in my example, I have three groups to show. So I will still use the 6 steps. The step 1, hypothesis. Step 2, choosing statistical tests. Step 3 is level of significance. Step 4 is decision rule. So instead of the critical region, I'll have to use decision rule, so which is less than 0.05 p-value. Then compute the statistical test. Now this time I'll be using SPSS. Then decision. All right. So I have here an example. Objective of the study. So determine the significant difference in the mathematics achievement of students. So or determine the difference itself of the math achievement of students according to their location, whether they are in proper areas, near proper or far-flung areas. So I want to determine if later on the result will be significant or not. So if the math achievement of students in the near proper, proper, and far-flung are really different. All right, so here's my data. Uh, the data here, I have 105 all in all. So students in the proper areas, near proper, and far-flung. And then codes, 1 for proper, 2 for near proper, 3 for far-flung. And then the math score or the math achievement. All right, now so, using the 6 steps, step 1, establishing the hypothesis. So, the null hypothesis, there's no significant difference in the math achievement of the students. So, according to their location. Now, alternative H1, there is a significant difference. So, the type of test is Kruskal-Wallis. I'm assuming that the normality assumption is not satisfied, but later on, I'll show it in the SPSS. Then, step 3, level of significance, that's uh, zero point zero 0.05. Then the decision rule, if less than 0.05, we have to reject the null hypothesis, then use alternative hypothesis in the conclusion. Now I will show using SPSS. So here in my PowerPoint first, but later on I'll show directly in the SPSS. So first, there should be input the data in the data view, then going to analyze. Then for option 1, my option 1 is non-parametric, then independent. So my option 2 is go to the non-parametric, legacy dialog, and then k-independent sample. That's my option 2. So the result here actually is less than 0.05, 0.000. Therefore, my decision is reject the null hypothesis. Since less than 0.05, then there is a significant difference. Now I will show using SPSS. So here is my data view. So I only have 2 columns. That's how I input the data using in here in the SPSS for the Kruskal-Wallis. Then here are the scores. Then the variable view, I name location for the first column. Then second column for the math achievement, that's the scores. And then nominal for the location. And then scale for the scores. Since location is independent, that's input, then the target dependent, that's the scores. So for the values, since I actually coded, I may remove this one first. So for the one there, in the data view, if I do not have coding here, So location is 1 and so on to 3. But if I have to go to the values, 1 for those who are in the proper areas, then 2 for near proper areas, then 3 for far-flung students from the far-flung areas. Then in my data view, it's already changed. So before that, I have to check first if the normality assumption was satisfied. Now going to explore, descriptive, explore, then uh, scores for dependent location factor lists, statistics, I may be interested in the descriptives. Now in the plots, that's normality, I have to check, then okay. So the result here, I'll just look into either Kolmogorov or the Shapiro-Wilk. Now looking at the result of the students, those who are in the proper areas, the p-value is greater than 0.05. Now the normality, if that's greater than 0.05, so that's normally distributed. But less than 0.05, so not normally distributed. Now, the data in the of the students from near proper and far-flung areas in the Shapiro-Wilk, that's less than 0.05, 0.004 and 0.021. Therefore, the data is not normally distributed across all the groups. Therefore, we cannot immediately use or we cannot use analysis of variance. Instead, we'll be using an alternative, which is the Kruskal-Wallis test. So to do that, I'll go back to analyze. I'll go to non-parametric. My option 1 is independent samples. Now in here, I'll go to objective. Then this should be checked. Compare across these groups. Then in the fields, so my test fields will be scores, then the groups will be location. Then under settings, I have to customize, then choose Kruskal-Wallis test. Now the test options, that's significance level of 0.05, then there are no values to exclude. Then I have to check run. Clicking run, then here's the result. Now looking at the QQ plot, so really the normality is not that satisfied. So not normally distributed. All right. Now, looking at the result for the Kruskal-Wallis, so I'll just look into the p-value here. That's 0.000 less than 0.05. Therefore, we have to reject the null hypothesis. So, uh, we have to conclude that there is a significant difference in the scores of the students or math achievement of the students according to their location. Now, for the option 2, I'll just go back to the non-parametric, then legacy dialog, and then k independent samples. Since I have 3 groups, so that's k independent samples. So the test variable there is uh, scores, then location grouping, but it will not work yet if I'll not define the grouping variable. So I have 3 groups, so I have from 1 to 3 groups. So continue, since this is Kruskal-Wallis test. So Kruskal-Wallis H tests, then I'll go to the options. I may be interested in the descriptives, then click continue. Exact, I'll just use asymptotic only since I'm not doing bootstrapping. So continue, then click OK. So in the result, this is better than the result earlier since the uh, p-value was only shown there. But the new result here, we have descriptive statistics that the median of uh, those students from proper areas. So, but here in the SPSS, it's shown to be mean rank. So the mean rank from the proper is 84, near proper is 55, far flung. Really, those are different. Scores in the proper are higher than near proper, then scores in near proper are higher than far flung. So now, looking at the p-value in the asymptotic significance, the p-value here is 0.000. So therefore, less than 0.05, so that means reject the null hypothesis. Therefore, conclusion, there is a significant difference in the mathematics achievement of the students according to their location. In the descriptive data, scores from the proper areas are greater than near and far flung. Also, scores of the students in near proper are greater than those in far flung areas. So that's it. That's how we use the Kruskal-Wallis tests or run Kruskal-Wallis test in SPSS. So again, this one is an alternative of analysis of variance when an assumption such as normality is not satisfied. So in the Shapiro-Wilk test, it was shown that that the data is not normally distributed across all the groups. Therefore, I use Kruskal-Wallis tests. And then uh, that's it for this video. Thank you, sir, for listening.